Here we go. We're trying to get to this.
Me. LOL.
Welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boyz. Congratulations. We officially made it to the 100th episode.
The 100th episode. See how slick that was? No one's going to know that happened. Don't be rude.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I can't believe that we made it to the 100th episode.
That's
I can't
crazy.
believe like people have been consistently listening to my dumbass and continuously talk about random shit.
Literally.
But meaningful stuff at the same time, you know?
Yeah, I think it's been fun.
I love that people talk to me and like let me know, like, dude, like you really make me feel vulnerable. You really make me feel like able to open up about certain stuff.
Yeah, or like they listen, like you listen.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
and like you hear me out and like you make it seem like that how's the best way that they've said it, like express themselves, allow them to express,
or like they feel seen, or like
yes, and they feel
like
heard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important, and that warms my heart, you know.
Yeah,
for
I
sure
think it's been cool.
The feedback has been incredible throughout this whole process, throughout this journey, and I love it. I love how far we've made it.
Yeah, 100th episode is crazy.
Yeah, and then we're right around the corner from it being 1 year. Broke Boyz being 1 year old.
I know.
Yeah, and it's bittersweet, you know, just because shit happens. I mean, things don't always end up the same. I mean, I've put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this.
For real.
I've pushed this so much, and I continuously did it.
Yeah.
And it went from being an idea to now it's
an actual
reality.
Thing.
Yeah. And then for it to excel the way that it's excelling right now.
Yeah.
Is just, it's tremendous. I think
it's so cool. I think it's so cool that it like got this far.
Yeah.
And 100th episode is crazy.
Yeah.
100 episodes is crazy for real.
Yeah.
And I think you've maybe missed one or two, like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But like 100 episodes is crazy.
And to have the loyal listeners and the loyal fans, like I'm speechless of how far we've came.
For sure. Can you hear my phone typing?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you mean why? You have your sound on?
I thought it was my Bluetooth. I was like, my Bluetooth is off. Why is it picking it up? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Can I leave that in? That was funny.
Yeah. I was trying to find, because I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they said that there's a certain percentage of podcasts that never make it past the 12th episode.
Really?
Past the 12th episode.
I didn't know that.
Because I guess people like run out of things to say, or they like don't do it. So I was going to try to find the statistic right now. That's why you heard my phone typing. But I'm going to try to find it right now to see what it is, because 100 episodes has to be far less than 12.
Because I saw the rankings of the Broke Boyz for us, and overall through Spotify, I think we're ranked 240.
Wow.
Overall, so we're in a good number. And then in Fresno, in the website that I have no idea who controls this website, but
literally,
but somebody ranks all the podcasts here in Fresno, and there's very few. And we're still ranked number 2 best overall in Fresno,
which is so cool.
And I was like, fuck, like I want to get back to number 1, because we were at number 1 at one point.
Yeah.
And then you know the whole thing happened, and it's just like set us back, and it was just like fuck, like we were there.
But that's the thing. I think even now we're still in like the comeback.
Yeah.
Like we're still trying to figure a rhythm. We're still trying to figure out a schedule. We're still trying to like stay on top of it, you know?
Yeah. And it's hard just because like work has been so heavy for me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
To find a equal balance is tough. And it's just like, like I have to continuously be creative and be stuff, because I'm gonna be honest, I lack in the creativity portion of it. Before, I was so blessed to have my co-host and Kat, and have this team of like, okay, let's put all of our ideas onto this table. And then now it's like, okay, me and Kat put it on, but then Kat sees something different than I don't see. And then it's just like lack of creativity on my end. And I just have to allow myself to be open-minded and just to be like, you know what? I do got to think of different things.
Well, I think it's like you had this vision of what it was going to look like, but it changed a little bit. So now you're trying to reimagine what that is and how to get there. You
And
know?
it's like it's almost like starting over from square one.
Yeah.
And the representation of what this platform stands. And it's always been about being vulnerable. It's always been about being open and allowing yourself to express the feelings that you're not allowed to express.
Yeah.
And even then, it's also entertainment, to give some form of entertainment, to talk about stuff that's happening right now and here locally, or to talk about shit that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
We're even talking about like some stupid shit, like the whole beef of Kendrick Lamar and Drake. That's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we're on social media. We do things, and then more or less now it's like I'm getting more of the idea of vlogging.
Yeah.
I know Jay Verdi had always tried to push me out to do it, and I just told him like that's not my thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's not.
I'm more into vlogging, I think, than you are.
Yeah.
But I think getting used to a camera in your face is the hardest part of it all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so weird because you're talking to nobody but everyone at the same time.
Mhm.
So it's just like a weird.
And then you're just walking around with the camera, and people might be like, "The fuck are you doing?" You
like,
know?
who the fuck is this bitch? I
Yeah.
think she is. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
And that's the hard thing, is like I never came across that idea of like I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I've always said not my thing. The podcast
Like
is
audio form.
is what I want to do,
Yeah.
and this is what I want to perfect. And like more and more, I thought about it like, okay, you know what? I think that I am open to figuring it out, and I am open to, you know what? I need to get familiar with some stuff.
And I think like editing is one of the hardest parts of all that.
Yeah,
It's because you have to find like a software that you like, one that you know how to use. You have to learn to use it, and then you have to like learn how to import which isn't hard, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I'm
But,
grateful for the content creators that have been on, like Chango, Rockstar Turtle,
Mm-hmm.
and even Jay Verdi. Like they've all given me advice of like, this is what you should do. This is what you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. Like now I do need to dive deep into, okay,
Yeah.
let's figure it out.
Figuring out how to do it exactly.
Yeah. And I will perfect it. And I'm manifesting it right now that I'm going to figure it out. Because now I'm getting close to the idea of like, I do like vlogging.
Yeah.
Because like, and I hate to say it because we went to San Francisco and you saw the video that I clipped it, and I was like, you know what? If I had more videos, like that shit would have came out even better.
Yeah.
But then I like to see like people be a part of that journey of like, this is what I did in San Francisco, and now everyone's watching it and they're also a part of the journey.
I think it's cool. I also think it's like you have to like be more mindful when we are doing things in out places, to like pull out our phones or I have a nice camera, pull out the camera, like learn how to use that. Like,
and then just for me, it's like, I don't want to whoop out the camera and then somebody would be like, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking weirdo? You know, and it's just like, hold on, relax, I'm filming
mind your
myself.
business.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my summer goal too. I want to figure out how to really use that camera. I got a G7X Mark III. Because I was into pictures. Really, I'm a whore for memories. So I want to capture and save everything I possibly can.
Yeah.
So I have like pictures on top of pictures. I have like notes that me and Martin used to write each other in high school. Like I have movie tickets from like I have everything that I could save, I have saved.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get a good camera to have nicer pictures, because on my phone, they go there to die. Like I take the pictures and then they're on my phone. I show them to like 3 or 4 people and then they like stay
They're
there
in
forever.
the storage, yeah.
Yeah. So now at the end of every month, I've gotten better at printing pictures from that month. That way I have a collection and they're dated and I know where they're from, and it's just like an ongoing collection. So at the end of every month, I print pictures. That way I have them. All this to say, I have a good camera. I need to learn how to use it. I need to mess with the settings. And when that happens, then when we go on all these trips, because we have a lot of things coming, then we can get nicer quality videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I did find that statistic though.
What's the
statistic?
You can't fucking speak. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically it's on Reddit. I don't know how factual it is, but it says 90% of podcasts don't publish more than 3 episodes.
Really?
90%. Okay.
Damn.
So then it says, okay, so these statistics, again, they're from Reddit. I don't know how true they are. But it says 90% of podcasts don't get past episode 3. That's 1.8 million who quit. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So if 200,000 people started a podcast, 18.3 million aren't going to make it. Okay. And it says of the 200,000 left, 90 will quit after the 20th episode. That's another 180,000 gone.
Wow.
To be in the top 1% of the podcasts in the world, you only need to publish 21 episodes of your podcast. Your competition is not the 2 million podcasts. It's the 20,000 podcasters who didn't quit. I thought that was cool. Again, I don't know how factual it is. I don't know how true it is.
It's off Reddit, but
it's off Reddit, yeah.
Somebody still like came up with the statistics and the math, you know.
Yeah, so the whole point of this, like, the whole point of this forum on podcasts is like you don't have to, like, you're not throwing your podcast into a sea with like these millions of other people. It's really only 20,000 because everyone quits after the 20th at least, you know. Mm-hmm. And you have 100 episodes, and then everyone under here is like 111. Like I have a 393. Like I have 61 episodes. Like everyone in here is like pretty supportive. We should start following it, honestly. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was nice.
So much change. So much has gone. Like so much shit. It's incredible how far it still stands. Yeah. And like I feel like no matter how messed up everything kind of got or how ugly shit got, the foundation was always strong and the foundation always stayed up. Broke Boyz always stayed on top of it, regardless.
I think for like 100th episode, I think we've done a good job. I mean, you've done a good job. I say we, but you've done a good job at like keeping the topics like relevant and trying to get new people on here, because it is hard. Becoming on a podcast is hard. It's like scary almost. Because a lot of people don't know what to expect. They don't know what's coming. They don't know like how, like, can we edit this? Can we not edit this? Like, it's nerve wracking. You're sitting here with headphones and like a mic and it's scary. So I think it's been fun, like getting all these new people who like trust us to be on the podcast. Yeah. So I think it's been really cool. And I hope that in the future we get more guests or new guests or even reoccurring guests. Like there are some guests that we haven't had. So I think it'd be cool to get like an update and see what they're doing, how they've been doing. My brother hasn't been on in a while. And that's just because schedules get busy. You know, it's hard. So yeah, I hope that in the future we get like more guests, new guests, and keep going.
Yeah, my thing was always like to make everyone comfortable, to break the ice. Like I'll joke around, I'll fuck around with them, you know, for a bit. And then, okay, now we're going to start. And now, hey, like, feel comfortable.
Well,
like,
that's what I tell everyone that comes, even from my family. I'm like, the first 5 minutes suck. You're going to sit here and you're not going to want to say anything. And it's going to be so awkward and it's going to be so weird. I said, but I promise after the 5 minutes, we're just having conversation. After the 5 minutes, I promise it's not that scary. I promise, like, you'll be chill. Like, everyone's vibing. Like, it is not that bad.
Yeah, exactly. I know that for this 100th episode, I wanted to do something big and do something creative. And I really just have been stuck on so much baggage that's just been like held on me. How can I best say it? It's like you have so much weight on your shoulders, and it's not even just like the families or anything like that. It's just either. It's just drama too, and it's just like all this other bullshit that you got to deal with.
It's just life,
and it's just life too. Like it's been weighing on me a lot. Quitting has came across my mind more than once. Giving up has came across my mind more than once. One thing that changed my life about this whole thing was starting the platform. That's the experience that I love doing. Is that I love doing this, and I kept telling myself like, no, like this is something that I'm gonna continue doing. Yeah, like quit letting people's bullshit ruin it. Quit letting.
Well, and I think some of it was like, that's what I was gonna say. I think a lot of it is like you doubting yourself, like thinking that you can't do it by yourself. Yeah. You know, I think that's what was a lot of it was like, no one's going to want to sit here and listen to me. Yeah. I mean, lucky for them, they get to listen to us now, which I don't know if it's better or worse, honestly. But, but I think that's what a lot of it was from is like, oh my God, who's going to want to like,
it was
listen to me.
It was a lot of negative self-talk and a lot of self-doubt and honestly like self-destruction as well. Yeah. Because I was just, like I said, like I was just getting to the point where I was like really like,
you're just down bad.
I was down bad. Yeah. And I tried to bounce back and I felt like I was bouncing back, but I didn't. Like the numbers were good. Like I'm bouncing back tremendously. Like we're up. Yeah. But I don't feel like we're up.
Well, I think, like you said, I think a lot of it's like self-destruction type. Yeah. A lot of it's mental. That's what I'm saying. And I think a lot of like before, if you were going through something, then it was like one of us can like hold it down, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas now, if you're out, it's just me and the same thing, who wants to listen to me, you know? So I think it's hard when you're down bad because then like no matter what you produce, you're just going to think it's be shitty and not want to post it.
Yeah.
So I think that it's been fun seeing you like kind of fight through that and being like, no, this is my
fun.
No, but I think it has been fun seeing you like fight through it and like, no, this is my podcast. I'm going to post what I want to post.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you've been doing, whether you've been proud of the episodes or not.
Yeah.
You sit there, you edit them, you listen to them, you make sure like they're
good.
The vibes you want to get, and then you post them. And I think you've been fighting through that like self-doubt, and that's been fun to see because it's people do still listen. And then whether it's the same or less or more than it was before, there are still people that listen.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to just work on being consistent to keep them around, you know?
Yeah. And like I said, like when I looked at the numbers, it's more than what it was before. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I know in my head, like we're good. Like I'm still excelling. We're still going up. We're not coming down.
Yeah.
But in my head, I've been feeling so down.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I'm not producing enough. I feel like I'm not entertaining enough.
Well,
like
what you believe is your reality. That's the problem.
And like I said, like I lack creativity. I lack the consistency. I lack a lot of stuff. But that's my fault just because like I let a lot of excuses.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, some valid.
But like there shouldn't be no excuses.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the way that you want to succeed. And this is the way that I want to succeed. And you have to not give yourself excuses. Like, yeah, I'm tired from work and I shouldn't just, all right, I'm done. I'm just going to go to sleep and just call it a day. I shouldn't do that. I should get off work as soon as I'm done work, hit the fucking gym, get the gym done out the way, come back, start creating ideas for my next up and coming episodes. Whatever it is, like I have to break that habit of like giving myself the excuses to be like, hey, I mean, you can always do it next time. Yeah. You can always do it tomorrow. But then it's just like, no, like tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed.
That's true.
So I'm like, fuck that. Like I have to change that mindset again of myself to like, no, get your shit back together.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of it's self-actualization. Like, you know that this is what it is and you know how to fix it. Now it's just when you want to fix it. Yeah. It's not like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I'm not going to be able to do it. Like, you know how to get out of it. And sometimes you need to just sit in it for a little bit and just be like, okay, I'm down and out. This is what I'm going to do now. You know?
And I think that's something that it is needed to sit in your own
shit.
Yeah, not in your own shit, but sit in your own darkness. Sit in your own.
That's what I meant.
Fucked up place to really sit there and really analyze, like almost like reassuring yourself of like, hey, like this is what I want to do.
Yeah, this is not me.
This is not me staying here laying in bed and wanting.
But that's what I'm saying. At least you know that there's a way out. It's not like doom and gloom and you need to sit there, and that's okay to sit there for a little bit as long as you come out.
Yeah, and then now, like I said, like
now you're coming out.
Well, now it's like I've been out. Now it's like okay. Now I'm like
Now you're trying to find a plan of action.
Yeah, and like it sucks that I didn't have anything prepared for the 100th episode. We had incredible ideas. We had incredible stuff. Whether it was throwing a big party, having everybody in the background.
And then honestly, it just crept up on us. Honestly.
Yeah, and it's just like so much happened. Yeah. For this to be like, well, fuck, this bad timing with everything. But maybe God at one point, like I believe in God. So if you guys don't, that's okay. Like maybe the universe will talk to you, whatever it is. But for me, God almost like gives you the lessons. Yeah. That you're gonna learn your fucking lessons one way or another.
And you're not gonna like it.
And you're not gonna like how
but you have to go through it.
But then it's just like I have to accept it. Like, hey, this is how God wrote it up. Yeah. Some people are here for you, some people aren't. Friends come and go. Yeah. But the realest motherfuckers are gonna come back and they're always gonna help you out.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just like now you know that you learned the lesson you had to learn and now you're ready to keep it going. Exactly. You know? Keep it pushing. Yeah. Like you were down bad for a little bit and that's fine. But you have to keep it pushing. So I think that's what the listeners have to look forward to is we're going to try to like keep it pushing.
not even try. We're gonna make it out. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, vlogs hopefully coming soon.
Yeah, I'm not done. This ain't
Little stories.
over. Little stories, shit like that. Like we got more plans.
Yeah,
that we're gonna bounce back with, and more content creation,
Mm-hmm.
more stuff to keep pushing. I'm not gonna give up. For right now, this is what I can offer for the 100th episode. Is this, and unfortunately, stuff happens. And
that just means the 200th episode has to be even better.
Yeah. And we will make it. We'll make it big.
And we'll tee up for that one.
Because then we have to think about it too. Like once Broke Boyz is 1 year, season 2 is about to come out.
Wow.
And we had to wait up for that one too.
We kind of have to figure out how to level up then
for season 2.
Season 2.
And isn't that crazy? Like we're almost done with season 1.
That is crazy.
It's almost like
maybe season 2 will be the season of vlogs.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're like, I really don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know. But it's crazy how far we've came and dealt with everything.
I think it's exciting. I think more than anything, it's like...
I think I'm proud.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, more than anything, I think I'm proud of you, of the podcast. I think I'm proud of like how 100th episode is a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's scary every single time you come on these mics.
And it's insane. Like I'm proud. I'm not proud of myself. I'm not proud. But
you should be. That's
I'm proud of the platform
that who created.
I did.
Okay.
But I'm more proud of everybody that's listened and everybody that's stand behind Broke Boyz.
Yeah.
I'm proud of them. Most importantly, that I'm grateful for is that even though it was always an idea and it became a reality, is that it still had a impact in the world.
Yeah.
And I've said that from the very beginning. Even in the first episode, I mean, you see the transition, you see the growth, you see so much happen, and you see it elevate.
Yeah.
Like I went from having a tiny soundboard with shitty mic equipment, but it was the starter equipment that was important.
And it worked.
And then I elevate little by little. I invested little by little. And then you get to the point where it's just like, wow, like we're almost there.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna
make it.
Gonna make it. Like we just gotta continue with the consistency. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate that, they lose their vision. They lose their thing. I'm not sugarcoating. It's unfortunate that the person that I really respected and really cared for lost his vision and lost his way. And I have to respect the decision that he made. And I'm grateful for the decision that he had made. Mm-hmm. It's shitty. It is shitty the way that shit had happened. But I'm grateful that he did it because at the end of the day, it showed its true meaning. It showed its true
not only
colors.
that, but it helped you become what you need to be.
Yeah.
To keep the platform going.
Yeah. And it helped me elevate to the next stage, to the next level.
Yeah.
And, like I said, God will bring people in and out of your life that are well-deserved. Some people are here forever. Some people are here for seasons. Some people are here for a day. But each one of them will teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
And that's one of the lessons that was bittersweet. I wish it hadn't happened, but it played out the way it did.
I think it's true. God gives you people for a reason, a season, or a lesson, right? However, I think that the decisions that other people make influence the way that you react and the way that you bounce back. And I think because he made the decision he did, you're able to turn this into whatever you want it to be now. Mm-hmm. I just think that the effort and the hard work you put in this podcast was from your own doing. Mm-hmm. And I think that now, because decisions were made, I think that you are in the position that you can make this podcast whatever you want it to be, and like mold it the way that you think is best for what you're trying to do with it. I think that you've been doing that. I think you've been doing good so far. But I think like the fact that, you want to get into vlogs and you want to get into like
more of the creativity.
Yeah, like more of the creative side, then I think like that's cool because now it's just what you want to do. Like you don't have to run it by anyone. You don't have to do anything now. It's just like, I want to post this. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. And I think you should give yourself credit. Because it is. If I throw me on a podcast, there's no way I can do this 100 episodes by myself, you know?
Yeah.
So I think you just need to give yourself more credit in the fact that like you created it. You carried the conversations. You kept them going. You invited people. Like you're doing what you have to do to keep this afloat, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's hard on me to accept that, hey, you did this, and to give myself credit just because I don't feel like I deserve the credit.
Yeah, but nobody else did it but you.
It's bittersweet. Like I want to accept that, but in my head I'm like, you can't accept that. You haven't done anything.
Well, and then I think you want to share it also.
What do you mean?
Like I think you want to share the success with like other people. Mm-hmm. And now since it's just you, you can't.
Yeah.
You know?
And like it's just successful with us, but we've been thriving anyways.
Yeah.
But the platform itself, it's always been represented as for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone that's listening, everyone that's supported, every guest, but I haven't done anything for everyone yet.
Yeah.
And eventually it will get there, and eventually it will be on top.
Yeah.
And I'm manifesting that it's going to go mainstream because I know it will.
Yeah.
You know, time is a virtue. Mm-hmm. And everything will work out. Everything takes its time. And if you don't believe me, look from the very first episode.
Yeah. I
had nothing, literally nothing to work with. Mm-hmm. And then I created something out of nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's very fun. Because now season 2 gets to be whatever you want it to be from the beginning. Yeah. You know?
And it's another chapter. It's the next chapter of Broke Boyz.
Yeah.
And we finally get to seal this chapter.
Yeah.
And with the pain and with the shit we finally get to seal this chapter of Broke Boyz from the not knowing what to do, not knowing like
the uncertainty.
Yeah, the uncertainty, the pain, the stress. Like we finally close that chapter and we move on to the next season.
Yeah.
And this one can be different. This one can be the next stage to elevate it.
The bigger and better things.
Exactly. So I want to say thank you for everybody that's been listening and everyone that's supported us and everyone who's been behind this and behind what we are about. Mm-hmm. I love the response from each and every single one of y'all. Thank you for being a part of the 100th episode and listening. And I'm sorry that I didn't make it big as it should have been and give it the light that it deserves. Mm-hmm. But I am proud to say that I am grateful for where we're at.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue going on and creating more content and continue pushing this, making different creative episodes, making funny videos, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue moving forward with it, and we're not going to give up.
Yeah. So
thank you for listening, and thank you for being a part of this journey. And remember, you guys can follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at BrokeBoyz_FF. Mm-hmm. And let us know what has been your favorite episode and why.
Yeah.
Let us know
why, please, so we can try to tap into that energy more.
But thank you. And I am so grateful to have my producer, Kat, still here. And we still making this pop in and making this work.
We're doing our best.
Yeah. And I want to say special thanks to Rockstar Turtle for the intro music, especially to Lavish for the collaboration.
Yeah.
The Real J Verdi for the countless advice and the late nights of helping us. Mm-hmm. And to all the guests that we've had, to all of you that have been a part of this and allowed yourselves to talk and just experience anything. Yeah. And just be a part of this. And you guys are all amazing. And all this couldn't have happened without any of you guys. You guys are all a part of this. You guys are all the Broke Boyz.
Yeah.
So thank you. We love you guys. Much love. We'll catch you guys on to the next one.
Mm-hmm. Bye, guys.
I'll see you guys. Much love. Peace.
Bye.